Day 12 of saving $300 a day for 100 days till I make $30,000 to give to my mom. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm dead from this challenge. I don't know what's going on. I've been working minimum 15 hours a day every single day for the past 12 days. So I'm at the gym, I need a shower. We'll see how we feel, see what happens today. Just got a fresh shower, feel slightly better. Having some real negative thoughts about this challenge. Feel like I just need to start for the day, see what happens. My body is just deteriorated. I just feel freaking really tired. Let's turn on some apps and see what happens. Bro, I'm just eating my feelings away. I've been sitting here for like 30 minutes, still haven't got a single delivery or an Instacart. I think that's a sign for me to just chill out today. I don't know. I really don't like the direction that these vlogs are going, like my mental health and like the way I'm talking. It's just like spreading negativity. I feel like I really don't even want to continue this challenge. It's too difficult. I bit off more than I can chew. It's almost a waste of my time. I could be doing things that are more productive, you know, that I earn more money doing. I just wanted to do it for like a motivational thing. It's clearly become like an overwhelming negative in my life, and it's only been freaking 12 days, so I can't imagine day 100. I really want to push through and persevere because I hate giving up on things. It makes me feel like a complete failure. Yeah, I don't know.
West Virginia, alcohol, Mr. Scream it!
What's up? So it's been a couple days since I last updated you guys. The last clip you saw was probably June 24th. That was my birthday. I basically burnt out on door dashing for 18 hours a day. There's a different way I can approach this challenge, which is more like social media income based. So I think I'm gonna do the challenge that way from now on. It's now June 29th. It's been 5 days since the last clip. I'm on Mount Hood in Oregon right now, driving to go do a van tour. Basically, I was in Seattle. I drove to Redmond for this van life expedition type of thing. It's like a van life meetup. I was gonna film a bunch of van tours there, but I was kind of anxious. I wasn't in the mode to film anything. I just wasn't feeling like motivated to do any filming. So I've kind of just been like laying low, chilling out, trying to recover and not like completely burn out. Because when I get burnt out, I just don't want to make content at all. Like I just have no feeling of like, oh, I want to film this. I'm like forcing myself to constantly film stuff, and that's just not a good vibe. So I've taken a couple days off. I'm trying to readjust and figure out how I can still do daily vlogs and document this 100-day series. I think I'm just gonna let you guys in on how much money I'm making on social media, kind of show you how I'm trying to be strategic to make the most money off the platform. And I really just want to make like fun content and stuff that I also enjoy, because I came to a conclusion. I kind of had like an ego death, and I realized that I was just doing the challenge more for like money and greed. I just wanted to get like big views, and like that's the main reason why I was doing it, and I was suffering while doing that. And I don't want to make content like that. I want my content to be more organic, more fun, you know, kind of get back down to my roots, where it's like I'm just trying to inspire people to travel. I'm really not a money saving channel. I don't really do much money saving stuff. So that challenge was just too extreme essentially, and we're trying to dialing it back. And I just turned 25, so I'm trying to like really focus on what I want to do in my life. You know, I don't know what I want to do. My new goal is like, I just want a house, but I can't get a mortgage loan until like November. So I have 6 months until I get a mortgage loan. So I don't really know what to do in these next 6 months. I want to do some international travel. I'm going to continue doing this series. But since it's social media income based, now it's opened up a lot of doors. Like I can go to fly to Japan, make it like a business trip, and show you guys my expenses the entire time, while also showing you guys how much I'm making through the videos. And you know, that could inspire people as well. I'm just trying to figure out what I should do now. My goals are, I want a house, 10 acres, and some woods in the backyard. My vision with that is basically I want somewhere to put the tiny home. I want an actual home. I want 10 acres of land to do homesteading on. I want there to be woods on the land so I can do a cabin build. I want the home to be a fixer-upper so you guys can watch me like rehabilitate the home, do like home makeover videos. I want to do like an off-grid shelter build where I figure out how to get electric, I figure out how to get water, all off-grid. And I also want to do like in the woods survival content. So the woods basically opens up a lot of doors. Like having my own slab of woods will open up a lot of doors for like new content in the future. Having somewhere to put the tiny home is just like peace of mind for me. I'll own the land and I'll have somewhere to put the tiny home. My thoughts on this are, I don't want to buy raw land and invest like $80,000 to $100,000 putting a well, putting in septic, getting electric in, getting all like the right sewage lines, all that stuff costs a bunch of money. So I'd rather just put that into a piece of land that already has been developed for a house to live on, tap into that and put all my stuff there. That's kind of where my head is right now. And I'm driving to go film a tour, so I'll show you guys like this dude's tour. I think we're on day 12 of the challenge, so we'll figure out how to wrap this in all to day 12. Mount Hood is one of my favorite areas in the entire US, one of the most beautiful areas. Mount Hood, baby. Oh yeah. It is always a treat driving up this way. You get that beautiful view of the mountain right there. Absolutely stunning. Oh, there's the dude right there. That's his van. The one with the stickers all over it.
I tied a noose and was gonna check out. Whenever I stood up to do it, I got a random knock at the door.
Yo. How much do you pay for rent on Mount Hood?
Rent? I haven't paid rent in 6 years.
You live in this van?
Yes, I do.
Can I get a tour?
Absolutely. All right, it used to be a FedEx van. There's the proof that it was. I bought it for around $5,000, converted it for 12. Full-size bed in here, a 42-inch TV in the back, surround sound system that I wired in myself, fridge, toilet, pull-out table right here, microwave under the sink, tons of storage under and in the back. This right here, tossed in the floor, much easier.
How do you make money?
Ceramic tile contractor. I build custom tile showers. I usually profit around $5,000 a piece on them. 15 days worth of work. I travel the rest of the year. That's all I do. This is my garage and shower. 2 bikes, 3 skateboards, 12 snowboards.
And everything's ran off this solar right here.
Like, why do you choose to live in a van?
Let's hope I can get through it without tearing up. 6 years ago, I was battling CTE. I tied a noose and was gonna check out. Whenever I stood up to do it, I got a random knock at the door. It was a random friend asking me if I wanted to go hiking. Sure. Not doing anything else. So we went to a spot that I'd been to many times in my life, and because of my headspace, I was just looking at the ground and 2 trees caught my eye. Wow, those are really big trees. And obviously for that time frame that I was sitting there looking at that noose, I was asking myself, is there anything that I've left undone? And I realized I've not seen the redwoods. So it just switch flipped and I was like, I gotta go see them first. Well, I was in a position where I owned my home, but I was, at the time, because of the struggle that I was dealing with, I was just struggling all the way around. And I was like, how can I even afford to go see them right now? And it hit me that if I was willing to go through with that act, that didn't matter whether I kept my home and my stuff, like, let's dump it. So I called a realtor friend of mine. He met me there at 11 o'clock at night. We listed my house. 13 days later, I had cash in hand and literally had 13 days to kind of figure out what I was gonna do. Stumbled across Trenton Alley, watching like some videos of national parks and stuff, and was like, okay, I can do this van thing and I can stretch it out and I can go see more places and check off more stuff. So I built the van out in 3 weeks. I did every bit of this in 3 weeks.
Wow.
And took off on what was going to be the most epic road trip ever for a year. I was 9 months in, had already made it to the redwoods and been to many of my bucket list places, and a woman ran a stop sign, T-boned me, flipped it and totaled my van.
Wow. First week?
No, this was actually 9 months into what was going to, I said, be a year-long trip. And it hit me hard. I was like, man, I had 3 more months of living this way that I wanted to live, and I wasn't done yet. So I took the money that I'd set aside to be able to like jump back into society and start over again, built the second van out, and I've been going ever since. So I tell this story often, and sometimes I get choked, sometimes I don't, but the one thing that I end it with always is van life literally saved my life.
That's incredible.
That's heavy.
So like it being Men's Mental Awareness Month, right? Mental Health Awareness, that's June, right? So it's this month. Like, what is something that you would tell to somebody that was in a position you were in? Like, what is some advice you would give to somebody that has tied the noose, that is like ready to end it all?
You have no idea how much better it can get. That'd be what I'd say. Because when I was in that moment, I felt completely trapped in like every way, and now I live a life that's so freaking wonderful that people walk up to me every day and want to interview me, want to talk to me, want to ask me what I've done, where I've been. And quite honestly, like, the stuff that I've witnessed, the number of places that I've been, that, like, I can't tell you the number of times that I've stood on a place. So I use the Grand Canyon for my analogy because a lot of people understand this because they've been there. You've seen photos of it, but nothing will ever describe what it's like until you stand on that rim yourself and actually see it in person. The number of times I've been standing at a place that is just as beautiful, just as incredible, but photos don't do it justice. I thought, I almost missed this. Don't miss it. That's what I would tell them.
So I drove like an hour and 45 minutes to come meet up with Amanda to do a quick tour of her tiny home. We did a little scene where I came in with like some DoorDash and then delivered it to her tiny home, and then I did a tour. That's for the short form. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick walkthrough on the long form. So this is Amanda and this is the tiny home. How much was it?
It cost me about $45,000 to build it myself and fully furnish it.
Yeah, she built everything herself, so that's pretty cool.
With help from friends and family. And then I pay about $600 a month for the land that I'm renting to put it on. Yeah, so this is it. So this is like my living room area. I have my coffee table, which has storage, and then my couch, which also has a futon in it, so it's a guest bed when I have friends over. And then over here is my kitchen. I have a huge sink because there's no dishwasher, so I have to wash everything by hand. Got a little oven, stovetop, decent sized fridge, and pantry.
What does the fridge run on? Is that propane or no?
Nope, it's just electric.
Okay.
Yeah, so my whole house is hooked up to electric and water and sewer, but I do have propane tanks that work for the stove and my hot water tank.
Hot water. So the hot water heater is full electric or no?
The hot water heater runs on propane.
Propane.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is bathroom. I had a full-size washer and dryer because I didn't want to have to deal with going to laundromats. Little corner shower.
Is it pretty roomy or no?
Yeah.
You don't feel like claustrophobic taking a shower?
As long as it's just me in there, we're good.
Yeah, true.
Toilet with regular plumbing. I have this ladder, which it moves to the other side to get to the other loft as well. But if you come up here, it's my bedroom. I have a full-size bed. I have this really cool skylight above my bed so I can watch the stars at night. I have a good amount of space for all my clothes because I have a lot of them.
Nice.